Happy Wednesday, beautiful souls. This is Shamama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this new moon in Libra that starts tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. I want to always thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos here on YouTube, as well as my daily card readings on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I also want to thank those of you who have chose to participate in donating and contributing to the channel and to what I do here. I have set up a Patreon account, so those of you who want to continue to do to contribute can donate there. It's a monthly donation, and for the people who choose to do that, as a thank you, I'm going to be doing occasionally some bonus content just for you guys, which will consist of maybe some meditations, some healing sessions, you know, some extra videos here and there, just to say thank you and how much I appreciate what you guys are doing to help support me. So for those of you who are interested in contributing and understand why I've been asking for donations and contributions, YouTube is demonetizing a lot of my videos, not just mine, but a lot of people on YouTube. They don't think the contents are appropriate. If you curse, if you this, if you that, if you like speak your truth, I guess, you know, talk about the system trying to shut you down. So I'm asking for donations in order to keep doing this, so I don't have to charge for every one of my videos and put them on like a VENMO or something like that. So anybody who can afford to donate, I greatly appreciate it. It's wonderful, and thank you for supporting the channel and myself. Okay, I also have another announcement to make, and it is, what is it? Oh, okay. So I got this amazing gift from a beautiful member of our tribe, and I'm going to refer to her as Cosmo Cat. And Cosmo Cat makes coloring books for anybody, but they're really for like the divine feminine. It's called the Badass Babe Coloring Book. Super cute, super inspirational. Thank you so much for sending me this gift. I really appreciate it. And it's really just a cute coloring book. I think I colored like one page in it so far. See, sweet and sassy. But it's a super cute coloring book that's got all kinds of inspirational little quotes and little things to make you feel like your badass self. So anyone who's interested in purchasing one, you can go to her website, which is cosmocatbooks.com, and I will put the information in the box below the video, as well as the other information, my website, Patreon, all of that good stuff. So thank you so much, sweetheart. I love it, and I'm going to keep coloring. Thank you. All right, so let us now talk about what is happening. This new moon. New moons are about new beginnings, okay? They are about fresh starts, hitting reset buttons, you know, a new chapter, so to speak. What we are going to find with this Libra moon that is coming in is more unexpected blessings coming our way. We have been through so much over the past, since the solar eclipse back in August. We as a collective have been through a lot. We have been really working hard on finding our balance. We have been healing greatly, almost feeling like we've been in this rough weather pattern in a sense, where the tides have been really bumpy and choppy and bouncy, and we've had to stay afloat, okay? Not getting rocked too far this way, not getting rocked too far that way, and we have been rocked back and forth, and we start to dip, and then we get back to middle, and we start to dip again, and we get back to middle. And this has all been, you know, testing our fortitude, testing how much we've done up until this point. The triggers being triggered constantly, which has been forcing us to really heal and go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's all leading up to this. It's all been leading up to our rewards, so to speak. We are coming into a time again where we've started, many of us have started to see small pieces of our harvest come in as the fall equinox came in. We started to see bits and pieces of what we had worked to manifest happening in our 3D worlds. But what is now happening is with this Libra moon, it is a super moon, and it is bringing in, it's like one of 4 or 5 super moons. and it's super powerful, and it's now bringing in like the floodgate. It's opening the doors to everything that we have been asking for, but it's coming in unexpected ways. It may not show up the way you've asked for it. It may show up completely different. But these blessings are coming true and coming forward for us starting in this new season. So that's basically what we have been preparing for through these last couple months, with these ups and downs and these waves that we have been riding. And we've been holding on very tightly to our beliefs and our core and our faith. And in doing so, we have opened a new level again. And again, we're always continuing to level up and level up and level up. But sometimes when we level up, it doesn't feel like we're leveling up. But we are. We're ascending to higher levels. Our gifts are coming in even stronger than before. But the key to this, the key to all of this, is faith and balance. And what we're going to see is, as we are talking in the reading, the key to our unions is love and expansion and keeping our hearts open. For months we've been talking about expansion and our hearts opening and our higher hearts opening and our everything just blossoming and blooming and growing. And that's where we're at. We are in this beautiful period of now being so open that we need to learn to stay open and continue to let that flow, regardless of if our ship is being rocked left or right or bumpy or up or down. It's learning to stay in that balanced zone. It's a matter of staying open and being just love, really putting to use, to test, to who we are, the things that we have become, like living it, not just talking about it, not just doing it sometimes, but truly living our truth and our love in every moment, in every interaction that we have. And that includes people at the grocery store, or people that cut you off on the street, or people who are in your family that get on your nerves, as well as our divine masculine. This is really putting everything we have learned to the test. And for some of us, man, we are getting ridden really hard. I mean, we are getting rocked. And it's just, it's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming until we pass these tests, until we really learn these lessons. And in this reading, you're going to see that how this is going to play out a little bit for us. So I want to encourage you all to continue to stay in your balance. A good portion of this is really about going within, finding your truth, sitting with yourself and examining the things in your life, your thoughts, your heart, your soul, your emotions, your everything. It's really looking deep within and sorting out the pieces that keep triggering you, or the things that just keep coming up. So many of this past week or two of people in my world and my clients, as well as myself, have been seeing these patterns coming up again. Fear has been huge for so many of the twins right now, and facing our deepest fears again. This is something we had to do back at the beginning of the year, was facing our deepest fears. Well, that is coming around full circle again. And for so many, it's the fear of losing their twin, it's the fear of the silence, it's a fear of abandonment, rejection. We are taking everything once again to another level of depth, and of being forced to face these things, or to continue the same fucking lessons over and over and over again. If we're not forced with it, if we're not dealing with it, if we're not put into this pressure cooker, so to speak, we are never going to deal with it. And the higher the heat gets, the more the pressure builds. And right now, we are in the heat, we are on full boil, and the pressure has built to the point where, not just for us, but for the divine masculine also, we are being forced to deal with our shit, okay? So ride it out, because the reward that is coming with this new moon, with this reset, with this manifestation moon that is here upon us tomorrow is tremendous, because that is bringing in these unexpected beautiful changes that we have been asking for. So I'm going to start with some with the reading, and I did actually take some notes because this is a beautiful new deck that I want to share with you guys. I just got it. It's called the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and it is definitely not like the normal tarot decks. This deck has, I think, 82 or 81 cards, but it is a tarot deck. It is not an oracle deck. So anyone who's interested in something a little different from the offbeat tarot, fantastic, fantastic, beautiful deck. So I definitely recommend it to you guys. Okay, so let me start with, I divided the reading into the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, but the cards are the 3D self being represented, the 5D self being represented, and then the card for how those two pieces come together for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine, and then one card in the middle as to what we need to do. Okay? I'm going to start with the underlying current to the reading, because this is super, super important for us to get this first. And this is the 8 of Air. Okay? And the 8 of Air in this deck really talks about ego and lessons, life lessons and ego lessons. And this is something that we are working to get away from, okay? You know, he's got one sword in the air and the other sword is piercing through his hand, okay? It's like, where have we learned our lessons, and where are our lessons still needing to be learned because we keep hurting ourselves in the process? Where does our ego keep stepping in and getting in the way of us learning these lessons? So this is what's underlying this energy. That's part of what I'm explaining is going on with us having to go through these rough waves. It's that we keep getting faced and triggered with our shit. That's our ego. They keeps bringing up the lessons that we need to learn so we can stop hurting ourselves, because that's what we're doing. We're hurting ourselves every time we fall trap. Every time we fall into these triggers that keep catching us. It's like sticking a sword right back through our hand. It's like, fuck, I thought I learned this. Shit, here we go. Like, boom, right through. So yeah, so that's the underlying energy. That's where we're at. That's what we're dealing with at this time. Breaking these lessons and seriously, like, learning, you guys. Learning from these triggers. Learning to release our ego and really accepting our lessons, okay? So the first card for the Divine Masculine, and this is, like I said, this is his 3D self. This represents him now, where he's at. This is the 6 of Air, okay? And in this 6 of Air, he is contemplating, okay? He is researching and investigating, okay? This is an exploration that he has taken on. He is exploring the depths of what is going on for him. He's getting close to becoming very mindful and aware. And he's seeing this path that's being laid out for him, and he's figuring it out. And it's leading him, the divine him, and I say him as just the Divine Masculine. As we know, Divine Masculine can be a female vessel also. It's whatever energy is stronger in the person, but it's leading him to this complete moment of illumination, okay, where everything just clicks, where everything just falls into place, where they go, aha, the light bulb, okay? But how they're getting there is through doing this, like, investigating, this research, this weighing their pros and their cons. They're really just trying to hear that higher direction that they're being given. And I'm looking at this card because it's, you know, it's like the messages are coming in from above. Finally, it's like opened up to their head, like they hear it, and they're bringing it into them. They're bringing it into their world. They're bringing it into their body. They're feeling it. They're knowing that it's present now. So that's like the contemplation, like they've been thinking on it, they've been processing it, they've been internalizing it. So as they internalize it and as they're doing their research and their investigation, it all just clicks. It all of a sudden just makes sense. And that's part of the unexpected blessings that are coming our way. The divine masculine, it is going to make sense. It is going to become very clear. Now, I don't say that that means they're going to like wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden understand I am a twin flame and I am this and I am that and and I have a higher calling and blah, 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 blah. That's not, that may never happen. And it really doesn't matter. They don't need to know. That's not important. They don't need to understand that. They don't need to know all the twin flame jargon and this and that and understand the whole story. And it's not necessary. But what is making sense to them, what their aha moment is that their aha is they know they need to live in their souls. They believe it and they feel it in the 3D. They are striving and moving toward their passions, which are their passions for themselves and their own lives, the things that spark their hearts, okay? And they are directing themselves to that. And in that process, the divine feminine is there, okay? We may not be their first focus as to why they are doing these changes and why they are moving their lives, and that is fine. Because as we know, our purpose, our mission of being a twin flame, the first step is doing these improvements and making these changes for ourselves. And the divine masculine is in that place where they are honoring themselves. And as they are able to honor themselves, they move closer toward us and they start to honor us. And it all starts to make sense. And that's what's happening here, okay, in this 6 of Air card. Okay, the next card for the divine masculine is their 5D self. And this is beautiful also. They're all beautiful, right? These cards are gorgeous, by the way. I just want to say, again, in case I didn't say that before. And this is the 11 of fire. Okay, and this is masculine and feminine. This is the balance. This is the full integration of their light and their dark. And again, like it takes me back to this card because there's the dark and the light. Okay, this is the 3D integration of that. This is the soul integration of who they are completely. The balance that is coming in between their masculine and feminine energies, and being able to be both at the same time, breaking out of that patriarchy, breaking out of that misogynistic mindset, and being able to embrace that feminine side of themselves. Because as they embrace that feminine side fully in their 5D self, they bring it into their 3D. So that is also incredible because they're figuring out how to maneuver the energies. Just as the divine feminine is figuring out how to balance in the 3D, the masculine is figuring out how to balance themselves really in the 5D, and that's going to filter down into their 3D, okay? Now, the last card for the masculine directly, in how does this come together and what does this create for them? And this is really cool. This is the 5. This is a major arcana. This is the Father card, okay? And the Father card, he's amazing. He sits there and he is keenly observant of everything that's going on around him. He's aware. He is conscious. He is, oh my God, he is like strong and confident. And he's not arrogant, and there's no narcissistic behavior in him. This is the true father, the leader, the loving, affectionate leader, the protector, the provider. You know, the masculine is going to be able to step up and lead the way. Once this integration takes place, the masculine becomes, he changes. The 5 is about change. He changes into the leader, the protector, the nurturer, okay? he becomes all of those things that you think of when you think of a true father. A true father, a good, benevolent father, our Father. So that's really deep, you guys. And he is focused. Let me just tell you what, man. He is so freaking focused. His sight is keen. He's locked on to what he sees before him. He sees it all. He sees it all. All right, you guys. So, feminine. Feminine, feminine, feminine. Our first card for the 3D for the feminine. Ouch. Hang on, I gotta move, guys. Is the Destiny card. Okay? Destiny. Destiny, destiny, destiny. What is our destiny, you guys? We're talking about universal destiny. We're talking about personal destiny. We're talking about fulfilling our life purpose here, 3D life purpose on earth, as well as our spiritual life purpose. This is about really living a purposeful life, okay? It's about following our bliss and exploring the depths of our heart in doing our mission, in fulfilling what we were set here to do. Aside from the masculine, okay? Our personal destiny. Really connecting to it. In so many of the divine feminine have been not fulfilling their mission and not stepping into their divine purpose. It's the time of delaying this is over. We need to get out of the instant gratification mode that a lot of the divine feminine have been in, wanting, and just expecting, and really focus on ourselves. Focus on ourselves and what we are supposed to be doing. The masculine is doing his work. You may not see it, and you don't need to see it. It's their path, it's their way. The feminine needs to continue doing her work and not get distracted by what the masculine is doing. We continually keep focusing on them and wondering when they're going to do this, when they're going to do that. That's got to stop. It's time for you to fulfill your destiny, divine feminine, and really focus on that. Get out of that mode of instant gratification and needing things to be proven to you. Just fucking do your shit. Do it. Get on the boat. Do your thing. That's how the beauty comes. That's how the beauty is going to come to you. So the next card is the 5D self for the divine feminine. And this is a 21, and this is perception. Okay? Perception. And I love this because literally the first thing that screamed to me was her sword. It's like the sword of justice. And her truth, and knowing her truth, okay? She is standing solid with that sword. She knows her truth, and she doesn't need to see it with her eyes. She's got this mask on, this beautiful feathered mask over her eyes, okay? This is truly using your senses, using your knowing, using your highest intuition and guidance to move you forward. Your 5D self is guiding you. It is speaking to you. You need to stop and listen. Quiet the chatter and really go within and change the way you're looking at things, because so many of the divine feminine are getting caught in the 3D illusion. And this is a reminder from your 5D self, okay? To stop focusing on what your eyes see in the 3D, okay? Stop focusing on that, because it's only going to hurt you. That's only going to trip you up, confuse you, and delay your destiny. And delay your destiny, okay? Your universal destiny, okay? Shift that perspective. shift the perspective from the 3D. Keep your knowing in the 5D. That is your truth. That is who you are. Stand solid with it, okay? Stand solid with it. And you have your sword. Use that sword to cut away any of that 3D bullshit that is still clinging to you, that is holding you back, so you're able to change your perspective and see things from the way they really are. Because we know the 3D is an illusion. The 5D is reality. What we know on our higher level is our truth. So get out of that 3D mindset, because that's what's going to transfer and move things for you. Okay? Okay, so the next card is the card of what happens when we bring this together for the Divine Feminine. And that is the Sensual. Okay, and what number is the Sensual? The Sensual is, what does that say? 12. Okay, and this is the Earth card. The Sensual is an Earth card. And this talks about service. Okay, the Sensual is actually someone who is the king's highest servant, but not really a servant, like the king's best man. It's the one who has all, really, like, the power behind the power. And this is you, Divine Feminine. You become the Sensual. You, as you are faithful and as you fulfill your destiny and stay in this 5D zone, you are able to do your service at a much higher level, okay? You have to be willing to commit to what you know and believe. As the Sensual serves the king and fulfills the king's rules, it's like us fulfilling God's rules, us following our faithfulness in God and doing the things we know we are supposed to be doing here, okay? And what they're showing me is, like, here's the little dog. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the loyalty. That's us being loyal to our service, to our mission, to our ruler, which is God, to our divine source. She's got money, coins, okay? That's our 3D. That's our finances. It's being loyal to ourselves in the 3D. She's got the keys to the kingdom. Because Essential, actually, you know, she holds the keys to the kingdom. She can go in and out of that palace and do anything she wants because she's trusted. She's loyal to the divine rule. We, the Divine Feminine, need to be completely loyal to the divine rule, to our journey, to our path, okay? Faithful through and through. So the last card for this reading I asked is, well, what's between us then? What is bringing us together in this time as the feminine and the masculine? And this is a beautiful card also. And this is the Six of Water. And she is just beautiful on this card, okay? And this Six of Water, you know, she's got her hand reached out and she's got this, like, little beaded bracelet. Kind of reminds me of, like, all my little tchotchkes that I wear. But it's this offering. It's this fluid, openness of just love. Because water, we know, water is emotions. Water is love. We need to let our love flow. Like I said, our hearts are expanding. We have opened to a new level. And we have to let that love keep flowing. With that love needs to be this openness to forgive and to have compassion and kindness and purity, just purity in our emotions, okay? Keeping it real, keeping it pure, letting the love flow. Between the masculine and the feminine, there is this beautiful wave happening, okay? We have to be open to it and let it flow. Part of this is also giving and receiving. So you may be giving, but you may not be open to receiving. Open your heart to receive what the masculine is bringing, because the masculine is also, as they come into this father, they are opening to this new moment where they can be affectionate, where they can let their love flow, where they can take the lead in this journey, okay, and guide the feminine in reality, in this world, in the physical world. be open and letting this love flow. Let it flow, you guys, okay? So with that, I want to wish you all a blessed and glorious new moon. Manifest, manifest, manifest. I want to once again thank you all for supporting me, continuing to, set up healing sessions and card readings. I am also, let me just say really quick, I received my Tantra Sexual Healing certification. So for those of you who are interested in doing some healing of sexual wounds, very, very deep energetic healing, as well as learning the art and nature of Tantra and expanding your sexuality and intimacy with yourself as well as with your partner. If you're interested in any of those sessions, they are on my website now, so you can sign up there. And for any of those of you who are in South Florida who want tantric sessions in person, I also do those in person, in which I do hands-on work also. So that information is also there. So I want to, again, thank you all. Remember to check out that coloring book. Remember to get to Patreon if you feel that you get something from these videos. Help support me and what I do here for you guys. I love you all. I love you, baby. I want to send you all so much love and light, gratitude and blessings, always beautiful souls. Have a great week, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, guys.